Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. So I'm on because I have to make the signature for my next swap. I've only just finished my Christmas journal and I had fortunately like one whole piece of 12 by 12 paper left over from the Couture Creations Naughty or Nice pack that I got from Auntie Vera. So I've decided it's probably best to use the odds and ends from that because I need to get this one done in a hurry, as I have two journals that I need to get done as well in the next few days. So I cut out an A4 size piece out of one of the 12 by 12s, that one that I had left over, and I've just folded that. And then I found this paper. It's weird paper, I have no idea what it is. I found it in the second-hand shop. It's sort of blotchy. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see the blotches there a bit. But it's nice and it feels thick, but it's sort of semi-translucent at the same time. So I'm not sure how it's going to go, but I like it because it's very neutral and it goes with all the other colours. And it was here and it was quick and I grabbed it. So they're my two folded A4 sheets to make my 8 pages. And then I just went through the 6 by 6, although it says 6.5 by 6.5. I just call it a 6 by 6 because it's easy. Yeah, I went through and grabbed some of the sheets of that because I've got a fair bit of that stuff left. And I thought I'll make some of the elements that I made in my big journal just because they're easy and I love doing them. And I'll do a bit of fussy cutting too. So these are the sheets that I grabbed. Thought I might just fussy cut the bells and that out of this one and use them on the top of a page. I might, if I have room, use this and just fussy cut around the edges and make a tuck or a flip with it. Might either fussy cut or rip around Santa for the front again. And fortunately, didn't realise I still had a whole heap of these elements, like the journaling cards. So that'll be great because I've got some ephemera to put in all my tucks and that. Now with that piece, I think I might try and make an envelope or a petacolope as we now know them. The origami sort of things that Pink Oddbird and Wendy Mason have done videos on. So I'll do that with that one. And I think this one in my journal I made it's a little closed booklet thing that you opened up and you could journal on the inside. So I'm going to make one of those again, I reckon. So we'll get started on a few of those elements. So I'll just grab my scissors. So I hope you're all doing well. Been having a very busy day. Moving furniture still. I think I'll be doing that for the next week or two probably. It's a long, slow process. Trying to organise things as I go. But I'm, yeah, loving having my craft space out in the lounge now and bit by bit getting it sorted. Alright, now, just trying to remember how I did it that way, so it closed up that way. So it's definitely going to be too wide for a page, so we're going to have to take some of this off. So I'll grab my cutter. I've got this cutter from the second-hand shop, which was awesome, but it's missing a whole lot of its ruler, which is a bit of a pain, has broken off. But still works good otherwise. I'll have to get myself a good one day. So I reckon about that length should be fine. Yep, that looks good. Or we could do an even wider one since, let's see what I think. Figure out which page we want to put it on. Go white and red one and go really nice on there, I reckon. So, do we want a nice wide one? If we do it wide like that, we might be able to make it a tuck spot behind as well, so we might do that one. Right, so next thing is I might corner round. Just do it with the 10mm, the big one. I think it's a We Are Memory Keepers corner round of this one, and I love it because it's got 3 different sizes on it. So I can't read it. I need my glasses. 7mm, 4mm and 10mm. So it's very handy. You don't have to have 3 different ones. Alright, so we'll ink around that now. So yes, it's quite humid here tonight. I think it's going to be about 27 tomorrow, which will be beautiful, and then hopefully we've got 4 days of showers. So I hope we get a decent shower in that. I'll have to get out and pull some more of those weeds. I feel like I'm cheating a bit by using the same papers that I've just finished with and doing some of the same ephemera and that, but it was a sensible idea because I am short on time. And a great way of using up all the little bits and pieces that I'm left with as well. And they're so beautiful for Christmas. Alright, now next thing we want to do is I'm just going to do a little bit of a score. Just thinking, do we want, I think we want the gold bits there a bit, so do it at the edge of the gold line there. It's easier to do it this side, and probably should be doing it on the other side, but I wouldn't be able to see where to do it as easy, so we'll just do it there and it'll just help us know where to fold. Well, I've got my ruler there. Just use that to press it up against and get it starting to fold. Alright, and do the same on the other side. It's a quick, easy little journaling spot to make. Right, so now make sure it closes. Yep, that's looking pretty good. I don't think I'll need to shorten the ends. Let's have a look. I've still got some of the ephemera as well that came out of the ephemera pack that goes with it. So I've got some of these squares and I like the look of those for the closures. So let's just put it, I think we'll probably have it on one of these sheets, so we want something that's going to go. See, that'll go quite nicely there. Don't like that as much. What other ones do we have? We've got Santa Claus. We've got baubles, they're not bad either. And we've got Santa Claus, I don't even know if you can see it, it's very faint. Santa Claus face there. It's the same as the paper on this page. So that would match if we did want to put it there. And that one's music. Decisions, decisions. I think I like that one or that one the best. So I might go with that one actually. Alright, so I think if we stick it about there, it should hold. It's just whether we'll be able to get it in and out. With the other one I sort of do that. Might need it down a little bit. About like that I reckon. So give that an ink. Piece of paper so I don't get glue on my mat. Make sure we've got it the right way. So I'm just gluing about 1/3 of the way up. Try and get it somewhat in the centre. That'll do. You probably see a whole lot of mess around too. As I said, I'm very busy at the moment making all these journals, so don't know why I'm apologising. I'm sure all of you guys have desks that look like this as well. So that's centre enough for me. Now I'm going to ink around the edges of these pages probably as well, but I'll do that off camera so I don't bore you to death. So we'll let this one dry. And we might get on with the next element. So I'm thinking this will be good for the Pawtuckalope. So if I can remember how to fold them. So I'm just cutting the little edge bit off of this. I keep them because I've got decorations on the other side, so I'll use them for something, maybe some scrappy tags. So I've got to think now what I want on the outside. If we're folding up that way and then we fold it back down. Kind of like the look of that, so alright. Don't think it matters which way. So we're going to fold this in half. I'm sure of that for a start, so that's a good start. It's not too bad. There's always one corner that's a bit out. Not too bad. Alright, and then I can never find the middle when I fold the flap down, so I like to fold this like this. Get the corners touching. Just get my knife in here. Just pull it so I've got it in the middle there. And then press those edges together so I can find the middle. So you can see there's just a little crease there. So I know where the middle is to fold this down. So you fold that down to the middle. Burnish the edge there. I'll fold it back up for a moment. Now we want to fold this corner in so that the edge here is even with the edge up here, that the crease we've just made. It's about right by the looks. And then we do the same with the other corner. Just fold it into where the crease is. Like that. So it will end up like that, and then I like to do it as Wendy Mason does, which I'll link below as usual. It's probably about the 4th time I've linked to Wendy's Pawtuckalopes, but she did such a good job with them. So yes, and in her video she just sticks this little corner here down, and so you can tuck things in there. And then if you stick it on the page, I like to stick it on the page and tuck things behind, and if you want you can tuck up in these spots as well, so I really like that. So again, I'll just edge the corners. Oops, I did the small one then. That's better, make it even. Now I'm going to ink before I forget and stick everything. So because I'll probably stick it to the page, I don't need to ink the back of it, but I will ink all of these edges. See them ones a bit, so I'll just do that a little bit, and then these ones. Oops, no, that was the right side. Getting confused as to which bits we see. So yes, hopefully can hit the op shops tomorrow, and I can't wait. Although I must not spend too much. Famous last words. But yes, I'm excited because I haven't been for a while, so it'd be good to see what they've got. Go to all the cheap ones first. Alright, now my glue. I'll just find my greaseproof paper. Now I'm just going to stick these down a little bit just to help hold, because it's quite thick board, so if it's sort of like paper, just sticking this bit down will hold it quite well, but I think I'll help it out a bit and just stick these bits on the inside. Just get the glue bomb off the top. So just stick a bit like that. And just hold it down for a minute. On this edge. My son's in his room. You can hear him talking. You might hear some noise in the background. That's just him playing a game with one of his mates on his computer, as they do these days. Right, I'm just going to hold this for a bit because this glue takes a bit longer to get tacky than the glue I used to use, which in some ways is a good thing because it gives me a bit more readjustment time. Looking alright, it's getting there. So we'll use this glue that's coming out already. I'll just give it a good lot on there, just to stick that down. I'll just put some pressure on that for a minute. I always get some tissue stuck to the top of my glue. So basically there's my Patacope. Now I've got tissue stuck to my Patacope. It's alright, I'll probably stick some lace down there afterwards so it doesn't matter too much. I've got most of it off. There, I think that's the last bit. Just holding it for a minute because it is taking a while. I don't know, because it's quite warm in here, whether that's affecting the glue a bit. Oh, there we go. So yeah, we'll be able to tuck in there, and then behind when I stick it in. When I stick it in, I just glue these three sides. Alright, so we've got those two. Now there was one more. Let me just have a look whether I got a piece for it. I don't think I did, so just thinking plain a bit would be good, so I might just have a look because I reckon we've got time to do one more. I wonder if that would work for what I want to do. I reckon it might. It's on the other side. That'd be better done. Actually, I could take this one out because this might be good for what I want to do. Don't mind me talking to myself. Alright, I think we'll use this one. So I'll just cut the edge off again. A bit crooked, but that's alright, we can straighten it up if we need to. Now, with this one, let's see how much we'd have to take off. It's about 1 centimetre either side, so we'll do that. Yes, yeah, we'd have to have it. Now, we might want the words to be upwards. So we'll take about 1 centimetre off that side and that side. Close my little ruler. Don't think that's too bad. Do. Right, now, let's see, still might be a bit wide actually. It's alright, a little bit more. See each side. They're both pretty even, so a little bit off of each side again. Oops. I don't want to take too much off of this side. Yeah, that should be okay now. Yep, should fit. We'll see how it goes once we've done it. Okay, now, which way do I want the words? That way. So with this one, I just want to fold it in half. Let's just see how it will fit. It's not too bad. I think we can have enough room. It's going to be one that I do these in all my journals lately too, that we flip up like that and you can write on this, and then it'll be a tuck spot behind, and then you can embellish this front bit. So, I'm just thinking I might actually corner round these as well for something different. See how it goes going through two of them. Oh yeah. And then I usually use my circle punch, which I will have to grab in a minute. Actually, I'll grab that now. It is just around the corner from me right here. Wasn't very well prepared again, as usual. So, I'll just try and eyeball the middle, which I'm not too good at. And do a little thumb hole. Well, if my mouth was open, then it would have landed in my gob. Okay. And we'll ink that. I think I'm doing better with my inking now, because I used to do 2 taps all the time, but now I just push it on there. Probably get a bit more ink on that way, and it doesn't sound so stupid. It's just become such a habit. Yeah, I'm starting to do it again now because I spoke about it. Alright, that's pretty good. I'll just do this little bit where we'll see it. So yes, that's why I wanted the writing up the right way. And then when you open it up, it'll be like that. So that's going to look pretty nice. I could almost corner around these bits, but nah, I think I like it like that. So we could find something to put on the front. I like sometimes doing a belly band on there. I think that looks all right. So I've got offcuts here everywhere. Got everything here everywhere actually. This one might be nice. Just leave that there and grab my embellishments that I have here. Don't know about these things. I'm having trouble using these elements. Oh, they look alright against that though. So, I've got some more of the squares. Could use centre somewhere. Not sure if it's alright. Let me have a look. Now I have more offcuts. Got any other suitable? I quite like like that music stuff. It's not going in the right direction, but that doesn't matter. I've got to get over my fussiness when it comes to things going in the right direction. Santa looks alright with that as well. I don't really like it in there. I like that though. And I've got some of this, which might be even better. It's just about the right size almost too. Now, just thinking what part of the pattern do I want to lose? Grab my cutter again so it cuts straight. I might just half it, doesn't matter. And then we can decide which half we reckon looks best. Yeah, that looks alright. I think that one's as straight and stuff, so ink that up. So I hope everyone else is getting a bit of rain here and there, and that those fires are under control now. That'll be good. Pretty scary for the start of the fire season. Alright. Now check her. Oh, we've got Santa. Oh, the Santa looks very nice on there, I reckon. So I think he'll be the one. Now, first I'll stick the band on. Then once I've done these few bits, I will go before my battery runs out, and I've got to do a bit of fussy cutting. And, oh, that's why I shouldn't talk while I'm doing this. I just put glue on the side I was meant to have up. Yeah, let's see how straight this bit is, because I think we need it. Actually, it's not too bad. All right, take two. Yes, so I was saying, shouldn't talk and craft. I have to fussy cut the Santa out and some of the holly, I reckon. And I've got to cut out the journaling cards, so that's a bit boring to watch. So I'll probably leave you while I do that, and then come back on and stick the embellishments in. Maybe down a bit so we can see some of those little words. That's pretty good. Fit nicely, that bit. Now I'm just going to squeeze the edges with my tissue. Get the excess glue off. Yeah, that'll do. Now there's our Santa. Looks quite nice over there, doesn't he? Looks nice over either side. Did like him over there the most. So I'll stick him on. This is probably the quickest I've ever made any embellishments. It's good when you've done something a few times enough to sort of be able to do it a bit quicker. Must practice more. I'm so slow at doing all of this sort of thing. When you've got a beautiful kit like this, it does make it a lot easier too. Spoilt for choice, really. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. Might add some more, we'll see. A bit of glue there. So yeah, that'll be nice. A little flip up and journaling space there to stick in. be able to stick a journaling card down behind or something. So it's looking, and you know what, I forgot to ink that bit too, didn't I? Because what I'll do is let it dry and then I'll run the ink across it, because then I'll be able to pull it out without worrying about pulling it off, and then I'll fix that up. Just noticed that it's all white there. All right, so I will go. We have, just get my pages back together before I lose them. So we've got a Pawtuckalope, which needs some embellishment, and that's a really nice start though. A little flip up journaling spot, and that will close just like that. We can stick it down and make it a tuck spot, and then open up and journal on it. So they're looking good, so it's coming together quite nicely. So I'll do a bit of cutting and I will be back. Oh yes, if you ever see dog fur on my sleeves, it's because I cuddle my dog. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's guilty of that, but yeah. There is fur everywhere. So yes, I have my 2 A4 sheets that I've folded in half, and I've inked around the edges of both of these on both sides. And I've also inked around the edges of all of my little elements that I'm going to stick in. So I'll grab my glue, just using my Helmer's 450. I went and bought some new stuff because I went through so much on my last journal. Just gonna make sure I get it to all the little edges everywhere. So yes, I thought I'd better get a move on with this. I've just realised I'm due to put photos up of it in the group tomorrow. Time's just gotten away with me this month. I also have another little challenge I've got to do by tomorrow as well. So when I've finished sticking these all in, I will probably work on that one. Pick him up. Right, now we want him down in this bottom corner. That's looking good. Just take that sheet out for now. Now I'm going to do, I saw Susanna Easdale using one of these, and I bought this ages ago after watching her, and then I misplaced it. And when I moved, started moving my craft room around, I found it. So thanks for the idea, Susanna. It works well, so it helps spread the glue out underneath the pictures. I must start getting used to using it. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. And then I thought we'd use these bells, and I love those bells, to just stick up the top here like that, because I reckon that'll look nice. So I'll need to cut a bit of it off. I'm just going to cut a little bit off. Looks like we can go to about there. I'm just going to take less off each time so I don't cut too much off. You can still go a bit further. That's almost there. Just a little bit crooked. So just take a bit of this side off. A little bit more. Okay, I'm just going to give that a bit of an ink where I've cut. So I hope everyone's getting a bit of rain. We've had a few light showers today. We're meant to be in for about 10 mils or something soon, so that'll be awesome for the garden. I need the ground to be wet so I can pull out all the big weeds I've got. It's going to be perfect weather to get out in the garden and start planting up. So yes, I probably have some disappointed viewers this week because I didn't put a book haul video up. I went in today and there were a fair few books out in the bins, but they were all business management and self-help and nothing that I'd really put in my journals. So I did grab probably 10 or 15 purely for the covers because they were in really good condition, the chipboard front and back. So I can cut them down and use them for my journal covers. So I grabbed some of those and then I grabbed 2 other books and that was it. But that's good because I'm moving everything around in here. I really don't need to be bringing too much more in at the moment until I get it all sorted. That's looking pretty nice. Probably find some words. I do have some gold Merry Christmases somewhere in the house. So I reckon one of those will look nice on there, so I'll find that afterwards. So that's going to be the front page. So next we've got to figure out where to put all these other bits and get the glue off of here. Always getting glue everywhere. At least that one rubs off a bit easier than my other one used to. Alright, put that there. I think they look good on that paper. And then we've got our little flip up. Kind of looks nice there. It'll be pretty good there actually. Because I'm going to make it a pocket behind, a tuck spot behind. So I might do that. Flip this so I've got it under there where I don't get glue and then do my gluing over here. Need to get some order in my life. Okay, so the idea will be just to put glue down around these 3 edges. Tipping it over. Open the glue helps too. I always do that. Put a fair bit down on this bottom part. Just hold it open. Get the placement decent. There's a little pretty gold border on the bottom of this red page and I don't want to cover that up. So about there looks about right. That looks good. Let that dry for a bit before we put anything in there. And I made this a little tuck spot under here as well. So I'll find some elements to slip in there sometime. Okay, now, do we want this on that page? That's got to go somewhere else. That would look quite nice with that, but it's probably a bit heavy. I was thinking about putting a Pataccalope on the back page, I reckon. Yeah, I think that'd be the best thing to do. I might have it going that way for a change. Usually I put stuff behind it, but I think the paper's really nice. It looks good just on there like that, so I might do that. And I'll be adding some embellishments to the front of it. And so this will go on like a tuck spot behind as well. So again, I'm just going to put glue along these 3 sides. Spread this big globule that I got out. I'll put a good centimetre width of glue down the bottom here so it sticks nice. Alright. some of the glue that's seeping out the edges off, and adding some tissue paper like I always do. Just get my knife to scrape that off, I think. My bone folder, I should say. Doesn't want to come off that bit. It's pretty stubborn. Just gonna get my nails in there a bit. That's coming. Alright, that's a bit better. Just rub the little bits of glue off. Making a bit of a mess there. That's much better. Alright. So I can slip something in that and something behind it, and if I really wanted to I could slip little bits in here and here. I haven't done any of the little ephemera for it yet, so I'll have to get onto that afterwards. So we've still got like the 4 pages. Let's see. This. Now we'll make this a tuck spot behind it as well. The more the merrier. Do some napkining somewhere as well. Now, I like on this page, I reckon. We'll do that. Could make a top tuck and stick something underneath it just to be a bit different than what I usually do. So I might do that. Which means I only want to put glue on these sides. I reckon about there will be good. Looks straight enough. I'm just going to open it up in case there is some glue coming out so that we don't get glue sticking those edges down to the middle. And let it dry a bit. So I'll be able to stick up under there a little bit of paper or something afterwards. And leave that to dry. So it's getting there, it's looking alright. I do have some offcuts which I can make some more pockets and tucks with, which I will do. Okay, I'm back. My batteries ran flat, so just swapped them over and started charging the old ones now. Okay, so this must be dry by now, so we'll close that up, just like that. It's all looking pretty good. But yes, that gave me the chance while I was changing over the batteries to do a dash off and find some more elements that we can whack on. So I was thinking, I've got heaps of these Merry Christmas little die cuts in your gold foil. I'm wondering if one of them might be nice on the front cover. Definitely need using a bit. Oh, I'd quite like that somewhere. Might need to put it on something else though, by the looks. So I'm just thinking what I've got. Some of that might be alright. Could punch a shape or something. Oh, the other thing I do have too is these look good because I put one of these on the front of my journal. The tags that I got from a garage sale that I went to that were wrapped around some envelopes full of ephemera. That looks better on there, so I might do that. So I'll just take the tie off for now. They're nice and rustic looking. Put those ones to the side. Now I'm going to give it a little ink. Just get some in the hole around the edges. yeah, so batteries go flat. I'm very thankful that I do edit a bit of editing now, because it means I can sandwich the videos together. Don't like to over edit though, because I assume you guys like to have a laugh at, with me at times. So I shall let you keep doing that. Yes, but it is good to be able to do a bit of editing here and there. But while I was off camera, I was able to let the dog out and feed her, so she'll be happy for a little while. Alright, so I reckon we'll tie a little bow if I can. I'm really bad at tying bows. Figure out how big we want it now. I think I'll cut this side off about there. Even them up a bit if I can. One side always twists with this stuff. It doesn't matter too much though. So I'll get it nice and tight too. Liking the other side. I like it about there. Might make it just a little bit smaller. Make these ends a tad smaller as well. And then if I twirl it a bit, I can fray the ends just a little. Just splits them a bit, which I like that look. About there is nice. Put that on. I'll put some glue on the knot too, I reckon, just so it doesn't come undone in a hurry. Just whack it there. There. I think that's nice for the front. I don't think it needs much more than that. Sorry, bumping the camera. I must get a better setup sometime. Got the tripod sitting next to me and I have to have everything on an angle. But I'll look into that next year. Let's get over Christmas first. Now, I do have some vintage cards that I really like, so I reckon we'll pick one of them because that will slip right very nicely into this little tuck spot. Starting to get low on these. I've been putting them in everything lately. I picked them up at the second-hand shop. Love the teddy bear one. I must keep one of each for myself at least. Maybe we can slip one of those ones in. Yeah. Just put that there. I do have this couple of tags that I must have been gifted. I know I bought them from the second-hand shop too. Got all sorts of stuff here. It slips one of them in somewhere. Whether I put it there or not, I don't know. I'll keep it out because I reckon I'll put it in somewhere. I'm just not sure whether it will go there though. Now, I was gifted this bag too, which is gorgeous with a bit of stamping on it. And that has some die cut holly. I'll just put that there because we might use some of that. We might even use the bag, so. Stickers. I don't think we want any stickers. tags. Just going through and seeing if there's anything I think will suit. I found something here. Another beautiful tag. Love those ones. That's really nice. That might slip in there alright. It's not too bad. Alright, so I'm going to take this out and just put it to the side because they're all possibilities. I do sort of prefer the teddy bear, but I'm giving them all away and I want one. Actually, that looks better. Take this one back. So that's that. Alright, now the other thing is I've got my ruffles that I sewed and my scrappy embellishments. So I think they'll be nice in this one as well. Somewhere. Thinking of a scrappy on the back cover. Let's pull them out and see what we've got. Adjust it up a bit. One would look nice up there as well. I think I've got two there. I have two. I thought it was a bit thick. That one's quite big. The decisions. I quite like the big one, so I might just leave him out and go in there somewhere. Rayleigh calls these Bay City roller pant material. I made a journal covered in that and I think it gave her a good laugh, so I'm not going to put those ones in this. This can be Bay City roller free, this one. So I reckon we have, I like the looks of this one. It's got candy canes on it and it's very pretty. If you hear my phone alarm go off, it's just because I have to pick up my daughter from work tonight. I thought I really wanted to get on and get a whole lot done on this. I might put some pockets on this page, but I'm going to keep that ruffle out as well, I think. Alright, I'll put that bag aside. And I've got some napkins as well. So let's have a look at our little holly pieces because they're really sweet. They're a bit sticky, some of them. That would look really sweet up in the corner. Or even down there, that's really nice. Might stick that one down there. I was gifted these, so thank you to whomever gifted me these. I can't remember the individual. I've been given so much different Christmas stuff from so many different people. There's no way I can remember who each bit came from, so I'll just put a massive thank you out there to anyone who has gifted me any of this stuff. Much appreciated. It's come in heaps handy. That looks beautiful there. Now I'll just make sure I haven't stuck it down. Don't think so. Grab a bit of this board. Yeah, that's still slipping in there, alright. Okay, now, just thinking, I know I still had ephemera bits in the pack that I got from Auntie Vera. Here they are. There's still more holly bits in this as well. Quite like that up there, actually. So I'm going to stick it on. Just thought it's a good way of using up some of these leftover bits on their signature. Just going to ink around it a little bit. nice and quiet here. I think my son's in his room playing his video games and maybe chatting to a friend. Yes, and my daughter's at work, so I've got them both home with me for the night after that. Have to find a bed for my daughter to sleep in. My son's taken over her old room at the moment, so just whacking some glue. Hope I've been in camera doing that. I'm rushing around everywhere tonight. So I went out for lunch with a work colleague today, which was really nice. I had a zucchini and halloumi fritter. So that was a first. I like growing zucchinis. I don't like zucchini very much, but I love zucchini fritters. And I make them a lot when I grow them myself. So I must get some of those going in the garden. It's nice and cheap. Just use the zucchini and breadcrumbs and egg. And they turn out really nice. Alright, yeah, I like that. That's that page pretty well done, I reckon. Now, thinking. I do have more bits of card here because I definitely need to make a few more pockets and that. Bad size. Sort of prefer the green. Checking, I think it's meant to go up that way. Now, under here somewhere I have a cutter. Just going to cut this wonky edge off a bit. That way. Just thinking of what style sort of pocket or tuck I'd like to make. Might even fold it up. Or, let's have a look. I have some of this that I could make another little pocket on it with. What else have we got? Don't want that. A music paper. Oh, we've got this. That would probably look the best. So, it's got a little bit off the corner there, but that's alright because we might actually corner punch it afterwards. If I can find my corner puncher here somewhere. Now, just cut some of this out. Try and get some of the words on there. Just if I hold it there, I'll just cut down there. I'll do. Whoops, dropped that bit. Pick that one up later. Now, corner punch these. Oops, that one wasn't in right. That's a bit better. Try and get these bits in the rubbish bin for a change. Alright, so hopefully that will fit. Yep, that's not too bad. on there. Just move that over. So we'll just stick the 3 edges down so that we can tuck something in the front of it. And of course I didn't ink any of that, did I? So I'll go around this outside bit now, and then we'll wait till this dries and then I can run it along the top there. It's a bit better. Busy weekend this weekend. I've got to work flat out on my 2 journals tomorrow, and then on Sunday we have a afternoon tea for the bookshop and all the volunteers and that work there. So I'll be heading along to that and taking a plate of finger food. Alright, that's not too bad. Now, it's not too bad there. Now I've got that there, which is enough. Might do some napkining down the bottom of that page, or put some ribbon or something. Would actually go quite nice there too. Just thinking, do I want it there? Yes, just stick it there, Nat. So I'm making this a tuck behind as well as a little pocket at the front. And I will embellish this more as well. Just trying to get some elements on there, some of the bigger stuff done. And I'll worry about the little stuff a bit more afterwards. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I can always put some more holly up there too. So it's a lot of holly, isn't it? Oh, I keep forgetting I've got this that I have to put somewhere. That would look quite nice there. It's going to cut off entry to the pocket a bit though, so I was going to make it a little, probably an alright top tuck. Or at least a side tuck. Just want to test it out with something. It's a bit long, but it'd be an alright little side tuck. Be alright as a top tuck too. Decisions. Right, well whatever I do, I'm gonna stick it on that page and be done with it. Now, it's just hard to make these decisions sometimes. Might do it as a side tuck, I reckon. So I'm going to put glue up the top. It's going to go that way. So up the top and down, probably like that. So that we can slip in stuff that way. Let's see if I glue it right. I'm famous for saying what I'm going to do and then gluing it the opposite way so that I can't do what I said I was going to do. Whack that down there. Rub the excess glue off. my little rolly thing. Actually does work really well. Like that. Right, now I've got something little to try it out with. Break that little bit off. Yeah, so that'll be good for a nice little tag or something in there. Right, now I'm thinking, what is the time? I have no idea. I'm thinking it might be time to get off in a minute. Just so that I pick my daughter up when I'm meant to. But we're definitely getting a good start on that. So I've got that front page, which I absolutely love. It's such a beautiful kit. And that one with the flip up. Pocket there, that's got some glue on that I'll get off. So find something to put in there and embellish it a bit more. And then that page, which I still have to finish off, but I do have napkins and lace and stuff that I want to use. And I've still got plenty of offcuts, so I can make a nice pocket for that page as well. Maybe a side tuck. I haven't got one of those yet, nice big long one. Might do that. And then we've got those pages, and then I was going to put one of my scrappy, one of my ruffles on somewhere too, so I must leave room for that somewhere. So I'll have to have a think about that. Alrighty, I will go, and I'll probably see you next when this is finished for the flip through. So take care everyone, see you later.